Hold on a sec. Gotta select. Okay, there.
Right.
There we go. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, here we go. All right. So, unfortunately, I do not have Chris practice because I've actively been running Jill a bunch lately.
I used to run Jill quite a lot when the game was just on the GameCube. I was pretty good at it, but
Yeah.
I guess when this version came out, a lot of things changed. So
All right.
I just let the boys like Carcinogen do it now.
So the first thing we're going to do is trigger an alternate event called Cold Feet, where we just go back into the main hall instead of going to Kenneth, try to go there twice. Then we go to Barry, then we grab the emblem, and then we go back to the main hall again. And there's significantly less walking this way, so it saves about 4 seconds total.
I believe it's only faster on the PC version, right?
No, it's faster on console. I don't know if it's faster on the GameCube version. I don't think it is.
No, it definitely is.
Probably not on the GameCube version.
Yeah, it's pretty much a new strat.
So new strat, or the next strat, is stair skating. You go up and down the stairs, you hold up on the D-pad, and mash the square button or the run button. Then you cancel your movement animation and run up and down the stairs really fast, like twice as fast as you would just like normally walking up the stairs, down the stairs. I use the alternate control scheme where your D-pad is tank controls and the left analog stick is tilt move. I mostly only use the tilt move like here to angle my movement before I go. So some rooms I just entirely use the D-pad, some rooms I just entirely use the analog stick.
It's just overall faster to do some things with the new system.
Right. All right. So this is a hallway that we're going to be passing through a good 3 times.
It's pretty
in the
crucial.
the remaster speedrunning community, we like to call it the murder hall because all of our runs get brutally murdered here. Okay, good. That zombie cooperated. We just kind of slide off, get the arrow, and just kind of slide off of that, and get the zombie to lunge, and then just run behind him. There aren't like any like platforming. There's no like platforming or like sequence breaks or anything like that. It's pretty much just 100% enemy mechanics. It's just as well because there's like a lot of these zombies can have like 10 different RNG permutations to go through. Like this zombie coming up here in the graveyard, it's kind of a chore.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually gonna just run around him, and then we have to hug the right so that the zombie on the left side doesn't aggro and follow us. Because I'd rather deal with 1 zombie coming out of the crypt than 2 zombies, because the camera angle coming out of the crypt is atrocious. It's really hard to dodge around them.
Yep.
So you have to have
back is actually harder. I remember resetting here every time, like for like, I don't know, 10 times straight before I can get a run started. In the other version, not remastered. You guys will see it in a second.
So just stay on the right side. My usual place to do an RNG check. I say RNG check, but it's actually just a fancy way of whoa! Both of them aggro. That was like a 1 in a million dodge. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what just happened there, but both of those zombies were there. I should not have been able to pass that at all.
It still worked out in the end.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm just gonna go for it. That was really good. So next up, we have to go to this side of the mansion to pick up a bunch of key items: chemical, dog whistle, lighter. But first, we have to pick up a defense item here. Picking this up because the first enemies that you actually have to kill, first enemy that you actually have to kill is a dog in order to get a collar. And the dogs in this game are pretty awful. They have no hit stun whenever you shoot them. Like the only time that you can actually like counter an attack, I guess, is to tech them out of it by shooting them while they're in the middle of an attack. And it also serves as a way to manipulate their RNG so that, well, not manipulate their RNG, but manipulate the AI. So whenever they jump onto you, knock you down, you can actually stab them with the dagger, and that takes off like most of their HP. So that's really good.
Yeah, you usually want them to jump at you. For once, you actually want them to give you the worst pattern possible, because that's the way you can go faster in this game.
Well, I mean, like, if I knew how to quick shot, which requires me to do like a frame perfect input, like at 60 frames per second on the HD remaster, it's like it's not gonna work. That's like 3 1-frame links, and I can't do that.
You should play Street Fighter then.
Oh. Here we go again with the Street Fighter talk.
Sometimes that zombie can be really aggressive. Most of the times he's not.
Yeah, but if you run the path that I just ran, then a good 99% of the time he actually will not.
It's like 1 out of 10. He'll actually try to grab you, and it's annoying because you never expect it. You never expect that zombie to grab you.
This is actually not a bad room to be using stick the whole time. Okay, just hug the wall. He's gonna lunge at us. Do our RNG check here. Okay, that's perfect. Good, good. But yeah, you can see like how quickly you turn around when you use the analog stick. So for some rooms, it's good to use the analog stick to just pass through certain gaps, just cut down on turning time a little bit. So saves about like half a second overall.
We have the dog room coming up, which he was talking about earlier. It's like really annoying room, and you kind of have to get this pattern down for it to be like. Most of the times, if you don't get the pattern that you're looking for, you reset in a world record run to say world record attempt. Yeah, but we'll see how he does. He's pretty good at doing this room. So.
The only thing acceptable in this room for world record strats at all is to not pick up the dagger and get those frame perfect links on the dogs. But this is what I'm going to do instead. Okay, gonna wait for him to come up to me. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
That was actually not what I expected, but the outcome was exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to jump on me so that I could stab him. That dog's gonna throw his head up at me, and yep, called it.
It could have been good, but that happened. It's okay.
Go ahead and heal.
You see, in the last game, you wouldn't have been able to do that because she doesn't turn around as fast.
All right, so here's another one. I need to. Okay, come on. Oh God, I think I may have messed this up. Don't look at me like I'm frickin' Frankenstein. Come give your father a hug. So, Murder Hall number 2. This Crimson Head's gonna get up and basically just change the arrangement of all the zombies in the room. And this room, if you take like 2 bites in the next room, then it's just gonna throw the run completely. So, gonna try to not let that happen. I mean, I won't end the run if it happens, but it will actually like make Jill run a lot slower. So we'll put a pretty big damper on that.
Yeah, this game is like pretty unforgiving because you get hit twice, you fall into caution on danger in this version, which pretty much means that if you're gonna be running a lot slower than you usually do, and for speedrunners, obviously that's really bad.
Yeah. So if you're limping even a little bit and you don't have a healing item, then that's run over.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to go for a PB, but. That's done. Let's just go.
Here we go.
Okay. Good RNG there. Baldy didn't get in our way.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Got to make sure. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. There we go. All right. That room could have gone a lot worse, but okay. We're good. We're in there. We are in there. This is a pretty good run so far.
Yeah. This is the beginning of a good run. This is how we know.
Yeah. Outside of having used the herb planner, like, I don't know, I got a little nervous and I decided to use the herb planner because I was worried about like maybe taking a bite in the murder hall and going into caution, red caution at that point, and limping. And because like the the only opportunity that I would have to be able to heal myself and put myself out of caution would be like the next save room coming up. That would have been like another 3 minutes away, and you know, I don't know. I just don't like the feeling of limping at all.
It's slow. Really.
So slow.
Well, you know what's even worse? Getting bit by yawn.
Oh yeah, that's even worse. I'm hoping that absolutely does not happen, but I think I have a good handle on it.
It's happened to me many times, like racing scene. It's happened to both of us like many times.
Yeah, well, it's even worse because in real survival you actually have to shoot yawn because you need the assault shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing. In real survival mode, your overall ammo economy is pretty strained. You know, you don't have a lot of grenades, so the grenade launcher is like next to useless in this mode. The best thing that you can do is pick up the assault shotgun instead of picking up any other gun because it's close. You know, it's pretty. You know. Okay. Wait. Okay, there we go.
He's getting rid of that key because he will not need it again for the speed run. Pretty much. Just if you guys are wondering, it's like, why is he getting rid of the key?
Oh, whoops.
Okay, that one is a bit tricky.
It wasn't tricky at all. That was actually the good pattern. I saw his hands, but I got careless.
So if his hands are showing in the screen before you turn, that means that you got the good pattern and you should go the other way. He kind of messed up there, but usually this zombie is tricky because sometimes you won't be able to see him, and you kind of have to gamble on which way to go, and it can get really annoying. But for the most part,
you could trigger the second camera angle and like check his position and then like dodge accordingly. Like that's really what a lot of the dodges boil down to. Is just finding a good spot to enter the next camera angle, to do a quick RNG check, and then acting accordingly. And there's like usually 3, 4, 5 different patterns. There's like a lot of different patterns for these guys. Zombies are pretty unforgiving, and a lot of runs end in, I don't know, the first 20 minutes of the game or so. But throughout the second half of the game, you know, you don't deal with zombies as much, and you deal with hunters more. Rather deal with hunters than zombies any day.
Any day. This game is actually pretty unforgiving for speedrunning. Like, it's by far one of the hardest Resident Evils to run because of how easy you can lose a run. Just little mistakes can end your run in this game.
Yeah. So it comes down to don't mess up, really. Like it looks like sometimes it looks like, you know, just like running through hallways, but you have to really, really, really pay attention to enemies. Because if you don't, then oh, what? The door's that is where the door is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it is.
They patched it.
Oh. Who patches furniture directly in my way? It's not cool.
It's Capcom, man. Alright, here we go.
Is it disc locked? Disc locked furniture. There we go. Okay. So that's a little setup that I found for that guy on the GameCube version, and I'm happy that it translated to the translate to the HD remaster as well as it did. This next zombie may or may not lunge whenever we hit this next camera angle. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, he's coming. You can do it. You can.
Go right. Oh no! Okay, that's fine. That's what the first aid spray is for. That's what the first aid spray is for. We're good.
As you can see, we were talking about earlier how you run slower.
Yeah, that's pretty much case in point right there, and that's exactly why I needed that first aid spray. Obviously, you know, going for world record, you don't get the first aid spray. You don't get any defense items. So at this point, you know, you're SOL. There's 2 herbs right there, you know, just in case I need them later. I'm probably gonna wind up popping one before I fight the Elder Crimson Head, which is the second boss. But the first boss is coming up in like a couple of minutes.
Okay, he's coming to a hallway that in the remake for the GameCube version you cannot see anything. Like in the HD remaster when it came out and we actually got some lighting in that area, it became a lot more less stressful.
Are we talking about this hallway here?
Yeah, you cannot see anything on the GameCube version.
This is another setup that I found for the GameCube version though. Right, straight, 3, 4, 5, back. Yes,
Nice.
thank you.
You have some lighting here in this version, but on the GameCube one you cannot see anything.
All right, so push this once. We can still get the music notes here. Left stick to turn. That one note, Moonlight Sonata. The world's tiniest Moonlight Sonata.
There's a lot of backtracking in this game. Not as much as Code Veronica, but
Yeah, well, nothing can backtrack nearly as bad as Code Veronica.
God, it's
I don't know.
insane. Having a lot of fun over there.
Please don't bite me. Thank you.
Nice.
Then we use the gold emblem to get the shield key, and then after that is Yawn. We're actually going to have to go out of our way to fight him, because fighting him gets us the assault shotgun. And there's also a PC-only cutscene skip for Yawn that someone just like randomly dropped in chat while I was running this game last week. Like, I didn't even know about it until someone said, "Oh, well, just hit the escape key." It's like, wait, well, that actually works? You can't do it on console, obviously, but.
Well, I just learned something right now. I didn't know that.
Oh, well, there it is. Okay, so Yawn. We absolutely cannot get bit by Yawn. That's the official name of the giant snake is Yawn. But basically, yeah, if Yawn poisons you, if you get bit by Yawn, then you get poisoned, which not only means you are limping, but it's a special kind of poison that cannot be healed with a blue herb. So you have to go all the way back to the other side of the mansion, get the serum, and then go all the way back to where you left off. And that costs like about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah,
so we absolutely do not want that to happen.
It's my most scary, like.
Yeah, no, it's like, this
marathon.
is probably one of the scariest parts of the run right here. So, okay, here he comes. And then I'm gonna kind of edge to the left a little bit. Equip the handgun. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Come this way. Thank you. Oh no! Crap. All right. Well, yep. That's exactly what happens. I didn't get enough speed. I didn't get enough speed, so I didn't get enough distance, and he just like swung his head around like a jerk. Like he does that. Like Yawn's hitbox is freaking massive.
In this version, he got more aggressive than he was in the original remake for the GameCube. So it's even harder.
So now we have to go all the way back to the other side and pick up serum. It's really unfortunate.
Luckily on PC it's not as slow because the loading times are a lot quicker, but it's still it's bad.
I don't know. It's still.
I reset.
Yeah, it's still a reset for sure. Oh hey, we have room audio. Cool, nice. Yeah, so there's really not much to mention here. So what's the deal? Is there like donation reading for this?
I have no idea.
Oh. Okay. Oh, the zombie changed positions because the other zombie that came out of the door to the dog hallway is like right there now. So a little easier to dodge though.
So yeah, you have to go all the way back here just to pick up a serum.
Yeah.
At first, I thought that he was just poisoning. You could just use a blue herb, but this one is like, for this bite, you specifically have to come back for this.
Otherwise, it would just be a matter of getting to the guardhouse, or
Yeah.
no, not even, because you don't even have any blue herbs by then. Okay, hey, please cooperate. Please cooperate.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
unusual.
Oh, dude, what the hell?
You didn't see him?
No, I didn't. He's normally like not. I forgot that zombie changes positions like when the zombie comes out of the door. I didn't even know that zombie was like there when that zombie changes positions. Whatever, we have another green herb use. So that's fine. All right, about to get back on track here in a sec.
I think it's faster coming this way. Oh yeah, it should be, right?
No, I came this way because I wanted to use the herb planter.
Right.
So, yeah, this is like a pretty substantial time loss, unfortunately. It doesn't, you know, like.
No, but you know what I mean. If you would have gotten in, it's faster to come out that way. Like if you get in that room, then coming back, and then doing the same routine.
Not really. It's actually. Yeah, that was actually pretty lucky.
Yeah. Okay, for this room, you have to do this puzzle. This is probably one of the most unforgiving like rooms, like, because if you do not get this right and you press the button, you're pretty much gonna get gassed by, you know, by the house. You have to get this puzzle right. I mean, you can just come out and come back in, but it's still like a good amount of damage that you take for getting the puzzle wrong. For those that, I don't know, never play the game casually. So we're back on track now.
Yep. So we're gonna do the next boss fight coming up. After one more puzzle. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, so I'm playing the game in Japanese. People are probably wondering, why Japanese? Well, the text is faster. That's really it. In general, text just scrolls a lot faster when there are fewer characters, so
Yep.
that's why you play the Japanese version of the game.
It's not like Resident Evil 2 that the difficulty actually changes depending on the version that you're playing.
Yeah, it used to be in previous Resident Evil games, the difficulty would change, or the difficulty
Will increase in
well,
American
yeah.
version.
The American and European versions are harder than the Japanese versions of the game, but only a little bit. Like zombies are a little more aggressive in the American version of Resident Evil 2, for instance. But zombies actually do more damage in like the American version of 3. All right, so we're just gonna skate down the crypt. Put in these masks. I don't like the look of that coffin.
It's faster to do the puzzle here, so you can just, you know, put the mask in the same menu as you're doing it. It's faster that way, so you don't open up the menu more than one time. Like opening menu in Resident Evil speedrunning is very crucial because most runs are really optimized. So you wanna limit,
Okay.
you know, the amount of.
So here's the next tricky run. It's called pump canceling. In general, whenever you fire the shotgun, there's always a little bit of recoil. But if you release the R1 button after firing with the shotgun, with either shotgun, then you can cancel the pump animation and link it to another shot. Like 1, 2, He got me. He's gonna grab me. What is this? No hit stun. That was not the best double crazy head fight in the world. That was just that was bad luck. Because see, like there's a 66% chance to stun with each shotgun blast, and it stunned neither of the first 2 shots. So I had to like bait him around a little bit, wait for a window to shoot him.
Yeah, just if you guys are wondering, in this difficulty, you are required to use the shotgun because of how hard it is. If you were just playing the normal difficulty, which is like, let's say Jill any percent, you wouldn't even need to pick up the shotgun.
All right, so there's another zombie here. One step, mash back.
It's pretty fast.
And put this down. Now we're out of the mansion. Take this battery pack, first aid spray. There's really not too terribly much going on in this section here, other than a couple of puzzles and getting around the bulletproof monster in chains.
I got enthralled by that puzzle so many times. You have to be very careful about when you press A, because you can get it wrong.
Come on, there we go. Yeah, sometimes it slows down and then it just likes to speed back up, like right when you're about to hit the button at the correct time. So likes to troll you a little bit, throw off your timing. So let's see. I don't know. What else can I talk about during this period? Dare skate up this way. So the next thing coming up is bulletproof monster in chains. Lisa, crap.
Yeah, Lisa is like one of the main run enders of this game, but not now, but later on in the run.
She can still end it either way, but the thing is, it's almost impossible to predict like where she's going to swing, but you can sometimes manipulate. You can manipulate like her position and like, you know, what attack she'll use. This is like the only time you can manipulate what attack she'll use, and you can do that by holding run it up during this cutscene. Just hold run it up during this cutscene, and then the second you start to see her move, just like ramp back like that. Oh, dude, what?
Why did no?
Because I held down and back. What was that?
I'm used to the pattern of the
I held down and right on accident. I have no idea what happened there.
Don't blame my controller, bro.
Yeah, it's I totally decided to show you your controller because it's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's your fault that I missed that dodge. Blame it all on your controller. Blame it all on you.
Sorry.
See, that would have worked, but like the very tail end of her attack animation got me. I don't know. Sometimes the attack animations, even on parts where there normally should like not be any motion or like force put into something. Like there's no like inertia or anything like that. It just there should have been no force behind it. It should have felt like getting hit by a wiffle bat, but it still took off all my health just the same. So welcome to remaster physics.
Yeah, this game is, it changed a lot. That's why I never got used to it.
Just hold up on the D-pad and get through here. That's all you have to do. You just squeeze around things.
Something I noticed about this version is that the dogs are like more cooperative. Like in the other version, they're just like, nope.
So we're down a healing item, which actually is not that bad because I have another opportunity to pick up a healing item. But I really, really, really wish that I didn't lose that first aid spray there.
Yeah, that's never good. But we're fine for now.
Pretty undesirable place to lose that first aid spray. Because it means I have to pick up a red herb and a green herb now. Coming up to the guardhouse. The guardhouse is, there's not really too much to talk about. It's a pretty straightforward area. Really linear. There are a couple of deviations. There is a cheaty little safe strat for Plant 42 that I found last week.
Yeah, Plant 42 is another boss that changed. Pretty much all the bosses in Remastered are pretty much harder than the remake. Like their patterns are a lot more aggressive than they were.
Yeah, I guess it's not a bad thing to talk about. Remaster versus Game Spooter! Remaster versus GameCube version. Yeah, the AI is significantly different for a lot of the game. Oh, it almost spat at me. That wouldn't gone over well.
You can say the game is harder now than it used to be. Like the zombies are a lot more, well, enemies in general are a lot more aggressive in this version.
So, cutscene, I'm gonna go into this bathroom over here. This bathroom has something... Excuse me. This bathroom has something we need. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy! Dumbass, I'm just gonna lock you in now. Bye.
Peace.
If you left the room any earlier, then that zombie would have just been wandering around in a very narrow space. It would have been really difficult to dodge, so I just decided to lock him in the bathroom.
Fun fact, we're going to another bathroom right now. That looks very similar to the one we were just in.
This whole building is nothing but bedrooms and bathrooms.
Oh no, I guess Joe has things with bathrooms. If you play the game casually, you're supposed to go to 3 different ones.
So there's a control room key, which we need for the shark tank coming up.
I wish there was a way that we can skip this. It will save so much time.
Yeah, no doubt. Here, dude, could you pull up chat on my phone or something? I don't know. There's like not a lot to talk about, and you know, I kind of want to see what people are saying right now. Yeah, right there.
It's there now. See if anyone has any questions. See if I catch any questions.
Yeah. Suppose some Q&A would not be a bad idea.
That's usually what I do on my stream.
So,
Who's smashing? No.
just pushing some boxes, making a bridge, you know.
I usually push it one more time, but that's just me. I remember I got stuck once.
If I push it one more time, then I'm not gonna have a little aisle to go through. So it's fine though.
Who's the guy on the couch with Carcy? I'm Fierce-Keo.
Yeah,
I
this is
speedrun all other Resident Evils pretty much. Well, the majority of them anyways. And this one used to be one of my main games like last year. I was playing this game a lot. Oh, it's your favorite question. Is this your favorite Resident Evil?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. This is my favorite Resident Evil. Out of all the classic Resident Evil games, I find this one to be the best.
I think, in my opinion, I think this is the best Resident Evil. It's not my favorite, however. I will not say which one is my favorite. You guys will hate me for this.
Yeah.
It's not Resident Evil 6, don't worry.
Gonna grab that green herb and keep it in reserve for until after the Plant 42 fight. Plant 42 should actually not hit us. I'm pretty sure it won't anyway. And if it does not, all the better.
Are you looking forward to for Resident Evil 0 HD?
Oh, yeah, totally.
I'm looking forward for the remake of Resident Evil 2. Pretty excited about that. Thoughts on Resident Evil 4?
You picked a hell of a question to give me from the chat.
It's the best question.
Fierce. Bro.
Emergency.
Okay.
Source of pressure.
So we have to solve this puzzle as quickly as we can, otherwise water's going to come flooding in and kill us. We're either going to drown or we're going to get eaten by a shark, or both. Hopefully one before the other.
30% of pressure threshold.
Gonna check this. Number 1.
Reaching 50% of pressure threshold.
He likes Resident Evil 4.
Activate emergency
Yeah, at least I think he does.
system immediately.
I don't know. I have like a love-hate relationship with it. Mostly hate though. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. I only have one thing to say about Resident Evil 4 that makes me not ever want to play the game. No Vista doors.
But if you guys are interested, later on in the marathon, there will be a Resident Evil 4 speedrun, so you can look forward to that.
Yeah, it's like right after your RE2 run, isn't it?
Yes, after Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is right after this. So this is like the Resident Evil block of the marathon.
Yeah, that's a lot of Resident Evil.
So normally you would push a transformer or something into the water and electrocute the shark, Jaws style. But that's really not necessary, and I'm going to show you how. And it's really easy. This trick is really easy, as long as you don't, you know, it's just like you get it 100% of the time, you know. Boom. Take that. See you later. Just like jump into the water with a live shark, you know.
Has anyone ever gotten hit by that shark?
Well, if you don't know how to do the shark skip, then yeah, it's like really easy to get killed by the shark.
No, but I mean that one, not Neptune, but that tiny one. I don't know if he actually does any damage.
No, he doesn't. He just flops around. He just flops around. That's all they ever do. Is just flop around.
I don't know. I never stuck around enough to see what he will do.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of no point in that. But yeah, for the Neptune skip, as it's called, you just gotta drop into the water and then hold up and left for one step and straighten out. And then just mash X furiously to pick up the key.
Oops. Everyone do the flop. That's a good one.
So no zombie in here, you know. I'm not gonna worry about this guy.
Normally he will be there, but this is real survival, so changes. Now your favorite part, bees.
Yeah, there's plenty of bees.
Only real men wear pink. Thank you. Appreciate that.
There's bees.
They're spamming the chat with bees.
Don't mind me, just running through a room full of bees. Oh. If you mash the cancel button after picking up the map, then you're able to prevent examining the hull again on accident while you're scrolling text. You're able to scroll text by hitting cancel instead. And that way you can keep from accidentally hitting the hull again and getting bees to swarm at you.
I wonder if every speedrunner has gone through that, like accidentally hitting the hull. I know I've done it more than once.
Oh yeah, until I realized that you could hit B while the map is showing. Hit B for no bees.
Oh, we got a PG-13 puzzle over here.
Yeah, the solution to this puzzle is too hot for Twitch. Way too hot for Twitch. All right, so for Plant 42, here's the strat. I'm gonna need quiet so that I can listen, make sure that Plant 42's core is opening. But this is all you have to do for Plant 42 now. Is just go over this way and then quick turn, aim up. So this is 99% safe, except for that tentacle every so often. I'm just gonna manually reload while it closes its core. But the acid goes in the same trajectory every time. Did it open again? Okay, yeah, it did open. I didn't fire enough shots. And that's why audio is so important in Resident Evil.
Yeah, without audio you wouldn't.
Yeah, without audio you have literally no idea what's going on off the screen. Like, Resident Evil's sound design is absolutely superb in that regard. Because once you learn to recognize sounds, then you learn a lot more about what's really going on with the game. So now we have the helmet key, and then we're going to go back to the mansion. Cutscene telling you to go back to the mansion. Any more questions in chat? Like anything?
No, they're just complaining about there not being any melee.
Oh, really?
Melee hype. I agree. Sound plays a huge factor in invisible mode runs on Revelation 2. Yeah, it does. Thank you for pointing that out.
I still haven't played Invisible Enemy mode in Revelations 2. It seems really hard.
I saw the speedruns of it like when the game first came out, and it's pretty intense. I like it.
Wow. That's ridiculous. I don't know, one of these days I gotta pick Revelations 2 back up. Revelations 2 is probably my favorite out of all the modern Resident Evil games.
I like Revelations 1 a lot. So I played that a lot when it first came out for PC. I used to hold the world record for it.
Alright. This line's gotta be perfect? Yep.
Yep.
Okay, good. Perfect. Good, good. If my line wasn't perfect there, then I would have gotten bit by a snake and I would have risked getting into poison.
Yeah, there's a 50% chance of getting poisoned.
If you get bit.
Yeah.
But if you get bit and you get put into poison, then it would make the next dodge, like the first hunter dodge in the mansion coming up, it would have made it like impossible. I probably would have died.
No, we do not use door skip mods.
Yeah, door skip is a mod. It's a hack, so it's banned for speedruns. I know it sucks because they're doors, and you know, but still modifying the game. So the community just decided against it.
Yeah, I mean it's a hack, so. Okay, this is when the run gets really crazy.
Alright, so we got hunters. This next room is also a run ender. I gotta see what this first hunter does. Okay, good, he slashed. And now I gotta wait for him to jump up. And, come on. Oh, uh-oh.
Can you get past? Yeah.
Okay, good, good, good. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
You can get frame trapped in there if you make a mistake, so it's kind of scary.
Yeah, just like repeatedly stun looped. Because those hunters, like remaster hunters, remake hunters in general, like there's a lot of hit stun. Like if you get hit once, then you double over for like a full 3 seconds. And it also opens you up to the insta-kill attack as well.
They set up for after hitting you, the other one starts setting up for the one-hit kill, and then you can be GG if you don't know how to properly place yourself in the right position.
But in general, if you like don't expose yourself, then hunters are really not too bad. I just kind of messed up on the movement around the corner.
I think this is the only scary hunter's part, maybe?
Yeah.
The other ones have like 100% setups to dodge them.
Yeah, everything else, like hunters everywhere else in the game are actually pretty tame. Just trying to make sure that I'll have enough health. Because the next murder hallway coming up, I'm really worried about it.
Oh,
It'll be the last time you pass through the murder hallway, but it's also the worst time you pass through the murder hallway.
Yeah, you can either get hit no times or you can get hit 3 times. It can be really bad.
So there's more spiders. As long as they like put their feelers up like that, you don't get out. Oh no! Oh, double no.
No, we have.
All right. Well,
we have blue herbs here.
Yeah, there's a blue herb in the next room, fortunately, and it's like the last time that it's the last time you got to worry about poison, short of like Black Tiger, which is the giant spider boss coming up.
But I wouldn't worry too much about it since there's blue herbs in the next room after.
Yeah. As long as I pick up defense items, I should be fine. Gotta wait for him to drop his arms. Oh, there he goes.
Okay, fun fact. As long as he's in that area right there, he'll never try to grab you. He'll always puke. That's something
Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh crap. Am I in caution again already? Oh no, man, I would have been livid if that happened. Oh man. I don't even want to take any chances with this guy.
I usually don't. Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't bait out a lunge from a zombie, then whatever foot they have thrown forward is the side that you want to dodge on, because they cannot lunge towards that side. Like, once they've committed to the motion of like putting their foot forward, then they cannot lunge. Like, they can't cancel out of the animation into a lunge, which is actually quite fortunate. All right, so up right. Okay, that's good.
I think you can go either way, just not go directly in
If I had
front.
bad RNG there, then I would have gotten back bit, and there would have been no way to counter it. Excuse me.
You got hit by the CFG syndrome? Start
No, no
coughing.
ZFG syndrome. Yeah, if you get bit in the back, like if you get grabbed and bit in the back, then you can't use a defense item, so you're forced to take damage, and that's like the last thing, the absolute last thing that I want to happen. So trying not to let that happen.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
That's
we got
one.
a lunge. One. Is he coming around the corner? No. Damn. Uh-oh.
No! Oh, he's a jerk.
Wow, the Crimson Head didn't aggro. He didn't follow me. Capitalize on this opportunity right now. Use that green herb, get our foot speed back up. We're running into a little bit of a health crisis right now, unfortunately. But that's okay. We're going to pull through this. I know we will. It's getting a little intense.
I'm telling you, I said it. This is when the speedrun like goes crazy. It's upside down.
Yeah, that was like the worst. That was like the worst room in the game, like the absolute worst room in the game. And surviving it is generally enough. 1, 2, 4. Okay, there's no time for a 5th shot, so we have to climb down the ladder. If he doesn't like hiss at you before he strikes, then you only have 4 shots. But if he hisses at you before he strikes, you can fire 5 shots.
Yay.
It takes 8 shotgun shells total to bring down Jan in this fight. And he's done. Okay. So that's the end of the worst part of the mansion, the second trip through the mansion. So we're just gonna make our way out of the mansion now, but not before picking up a few more key items, a couple of jewels, one of which is needed to get the best ending in the game. That's the category that I'm playing in right now, is Real Survival Best Ending, where you rescue both Barry and Chris, and you fight the Super Tyrant at the end of the game.
Which is the actual hard tyrant.
The true last boss. In the bad ending, the mansion doesn't explode, and you don't fight the true last boss, so I always play best ending for that reason. Because the ending is actually exciting. Otherwise, you just leave. There's like nothing exciting about that. Okay, so I'm gonna push this up, cut the light. Oh,
Light,
hey,
please.
Light, please, thank you. And hold down, that puts us in the correct angle, climb up, left, up. Normally that hawk, oh, what?
No.
Whatever, it's fine, I need to go back this way anyway. Come on, just stare at me for a second. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. I should have gotten that. I should have gotten the red jewel. I guess I'm not completely used to the new setup of that room. just yet, so.
Okay, we are going to get the first item of what we need to make the speedrun best ending. We pretty much need to get three, right?
Yeah, three mo discs.
Ammo discs to open the room to Chris's, where Chris is being held. To save him.
I'm gonna need to play the jewelry box room a little safe. Well, not really safe, but a little slow because I need to heal up. If I don't heal up, then that's going to make Black Tiger a lot worse.
Yeah. Well, in real survival, anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, like I run a very real risk of dying to Black Tiger in the state that I am in now, so I'm going to not let that happen.
Let's see if it's...
Where's Benny?
Well, no real questions. Is this a speedrun? Yes.
I'm actually not entirely sure if this is a speedrun or not. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. It could be.
Yeah, but I'm not getting my rocket launcher. I'm not playing it very fast. So
yeah.
1, 2, and when he throws his foot forward again, that's when we've created enough space. Okay. I'm playing this run real slowly, like. Oh, hey. There we go. I just wanted to pick up those 2 items in case like something really bad happens later, but I'm pretty sure it won't. I have like enough defense items, so I should stop being a wuss.
Be like me, man.
I mean, defense items are really only necessary against zombies. Otherwise, the enemies, any other enemies that you could use defense items on are just... Any other enemies that use defense items on are just going to use striking attacks instead of grabbing attacks, so you can just like run straight around them. All easily manipulable.
Okay, we have to deal with a hunter here.
So this zombie, or hunter, you just have to hold up on the D-pad because while he's screaming at you like an idiot, you can just run right by him. That's all you gotta do is just hold up in order to get to the gate there. Zero risk. I like zero risk.
Look, he's calling his friends.
Fat lot of good that did. We're out of here.
Okay, so he has to dodge the snakes one more time, and hopefully he gets the setup so he won't get poisoned. Because if he does, then it's really bad. So
if I do get poisoned here, then I'll have to go back to the guardhouse and grab a blue herb. I really don't want to do that.
Yeah, but he got him. You don't have to worry about snakes anymore.
Yeah. So there's like only one more time where you could actually get poisoned, but I'm gonna try to use the safe strat.
I call that dog Crypto the super dog because he always jumps really, really, really far.
Yeah, he jumps really far, and on top of that, he can actually, like, if he grabs you, like if he knocks you down, then he can actually pull you through a pillar. Oh yeah, so dogs. I guess I should talk a little bit more about dogs. Like I was mentioning how bad dogs were earlier. If the dog like throws its head up, then that whole animation is completely 100% damage frames. Wherein if it makes contact with you, you will always be grabbed. Always. Doesn't matter what cycle of the animation it's in. Even, you know, the most bullcrap cycle of the animation, it'll still grab you. And if your back is facing towards him, then it'll spin you around in one frame. Like you'll go 180 degrees in one frame and just get grabbed for like 3 seconds. So on the GameCube version, it's actually a lot worse because you'll have to quick turn out of that in order to be able to move again. And by that time, after you've thrown the dog off and you've quick turned, then he'll have fully recovered and he can chase after you and just like repeat it maybe once or twice more and just completely end the run. But that grab takes off a lot of damage. And on top of that, dogs have no hit stun. Like you can't just shoot a dog and knock it back like you could in the previous games. Like one attack from any weapon will always cause hit stun. So dogs were like not a threat. As long as you timed your shots, dogs were not a threat. But they are absolutely a threat in Remaster.
Yeah, most enemies are. Even zombies are like, they don't stutter that much. Or flinch, rather, so when you shoot them.
Well, zombies historically never flinch, but they're bullet sponges in Remaster. There's decapitation percentages as well. The handgun has a 1 in 10 chance of decapitating a zombie. Shotguns do not reliably decapitate enemies either. It's maybe only like a 2 out of 3 chance of decapitation, with the other 1 out of 3 not decapitating. The reason they wanted to make decapitation a chance, as opposed to a reliable kill, is because they wanted to force players to burn bodies more often, so that more Crimson Heads would happen.
Yeah,
it's actually quite ingenious when you think about it, because zombies, if you don't burn the bodies, they come back as Crimson Heads later, and doing something that is, you know, 100% guaranteed to kill a zombie in previous Resident Evil games doesn't work in this one. So pretty much everything you know about the game at this point is wrong.
Life is strange.
Alright, so we're gonna put those away.
Yeah, Crimson Heads definitely made this game a lot scarier than it should have been when playing the game casually.
Yeah, Crimson Heads are like my favorite part about the game, because the scenario design is already really, really complex to begin with. And if you're like going around trying to discover different events and you're like not careful about planning which zombies you kill, which zombies you use fuel on, you know, stuff like that, then you'll have to deal with more Crimson Heads, and Crimson Heads are even heavier bullet sponges than their zombie counterparts. They can still be decapitated though, if you're good. After this camera angle change, hit down, shift back to tank. There's an invisible wall there to Jill's right, like as you're running down the aisle there. If you accidentally get caught by that, then you'll get rolled over by the boulder.
You'll be GG.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is the Black Tiger he's been talking about all run.
That's what I like to call a noob trap. Alright, so Black Tiger. We're gonna go down and left. Charge. That's bad, actually. That's really bad. Because now he runs a risk of charging or spitting acid at me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. If he's just like throwing his feelers around like that, then he's not going to attack again. He like does an action maybe like 2 seconds after he's done attacking. He just like checks your position again, goes towards you, and then he does an action. He has 3 actions. He'll either charge at you, he'll spin and stomp, depending on your proximity. He'll do a short acid spit or a long acid spit. The long acid spit. The long acid spit is more favorable because you can actually bait him into spitting acid at the web and melting one of the webs. But the short acid spit, there's absolutely no time to dodge it. Like, you already need to be in motion. You already need to be in motion by the time he spits that acid. And you need to be going at the perfect angle, otherwise it's a cheap hit. It's a cheap free hit for him. And there's also a 50% chance of getting poisoned. Now, fortunately, there are blue herbs in the room right next to him, but it's still a colossal pain in the ass. I'm grabbing this first aid spray in a box just in case, because we need to be at 100% health for the laboratory, and I would rather keep my HP as high as possible during this run because a lot can still go wrong. So this puzzle, the fastest way to do this puzzle, as far as I know, is to push that 5 times, use the crank to push this out, and catch the lip of this, push it twice, 3 times actually, go behind, push it again, and then push it 1, 2, and a half. Push it 2.5 times again. The reason I push it an extra half time is because I don't want Jill to be like directly on the center of that pedestal.
Because then she spins with it.
Yeah, because she'll just spin with it and it just eats up like another 2 seconds. There's a lot of really dumb ways to lose time in this game.
Yeah, and Resident Evil games, or classic Resident Evil games, tend to be really optimized, so those are huge factors to someone's run.
Just all the little things really do add up. Especially since the route is as complex as it is.
Yeah,
right.
this year itself.
So I'm gonna try to do a quick little RNG check. Whenever we enter, I'm going to pause for a sec, see what he does. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah, that was like the worst possible RNG actually.
Yeah. I just YOLO, I just run too. But anyways, this year itself, like, people have found so many new strats for this game, like Carcinogen and the other runners. It's like have come up together and found a lot of stuff. Pretty impressed by how optimized this run is now.
Yeah, pretty much every category for a remake in general has been pushed down a lot. I'm gonna get rid of the last crank and the knife there, and this is the inventory that we are going to carry with us throughout the rest of the game. No more item boxes. Big app. Real survival mode, like, having the item boxes unlinked puts a huge strain on your resources overall. So you need to know exactly when to pick up a box of shotgun shells, or exactly when to pick up a green or a first aid spray if you anticipate to be taking a lot of damage. Like, even more so than a normal speedrun. So this is our next encounter with the bulletproof monster in chains, Lisa.
But this is not the worst one yet.
Yeah, well, this one is actually quite easy because you can manipulate her.
Yeah.
The trick is, there's one of 3 camera angles that you can trigger in order to set her position. So I hit that one, and it's one of 3 camera angles. So I just manipulated her to spawn all the way over there and cleared the path that I need to run towards. It works quite well in invisible enemy mode as well, actually. because Lisa's attacks are extremely unpredictable. She could swing like any which way. And if you're not careful, then you're going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But you can reliably pass through this area without taking damage every time if you manipulate where she spawns.
There's the fact, if you get hit more than once, if she hits you twice, she can kill you. So she's really dangerous. Yeah, you gotta be careful with her.
Okay, so we're going to manipulate Lisa's spawn again. We have to go down the stairs here. Reverse, there she is.
I don't think she moved.
And she won't come in the middle near the lever there. So now we can go get the broken flamethrower. We're going for a PB though. I'm gonna have to not manipulate her spawns because it takes about 2 to 3 seconds each time to set it up.
Well, I think it only matters when you're coming back. Like the one you just did right now, that one is a lot slower than the actual strat, but not a lot slower.
That one's a lot slower, but you know you can manipulate her spawn everywhere else, and you know
it's
still reliably get through it pretty quickly. But in general, you know you have to
shouldn't do it.
You have to go like the fastest path, and you know there's ways to manipulate her attacks as well. Like if you walk. Lisa likes to read which animation you're on and then act accordingly. Like if you're walking or you're running, depending on which foot she has forward, that will, you know, cause her to swing in like a certain direction, but you know, it's like really, really hard to line all of that up correctly.
We'll see her.
So safe strat number 3. Safe strat number 3. We're going to hit this camera angle again. Get her to spawn over there. Pull the lever. And because she's following us the way we just came from, we're gonna go down this way. See you later.
Well, this is not the last time we'll see her.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and use the first aid spray here.
Yeah, that's actually very important because at his current, well, at the health he was before, when he encounters Lisa again, if she hits you once, it's over.
Yeah, well, I have to use the first aid spray now no matter what because my inventory is about to be full again.
Oh, that's right.
But that's just to recover from all the damage that I took down here. So it's good for practice to carry that first aid spray, or good for marathons even. So we have to take a mandatory inventory trip to examine this box, like no matter what. Then we have to take the long, winding path back to the mansion from here. This is the cabin that we first encountered Lisa in, so this is what we gotta do. So what's the word in chat right now?
I closed it down, sorry.
Oh, whatever, fair enough. All right.
They were insane. They weren't asking many questions. They were just trolling, so.
Oh. Another savage day on Planet Twitch.
Yeah. They're pretty clever. I'll give them that.
They just want their melee. All right, so one more box of shotgun shells. We're not coming through here again. Grabbing the stone and metal object. Completely done with this area.
I have to see that hunter once again, but he won't be a problem.
He'll just jump back or just scream at you. That's generally what hunters do whenever they see you. Is they don't act, they don't attack. They're just like ah, and they don't do anything.
Nice.
So you can just so you have a pretty good head start on like every hunter. I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna grab that last battery pack there just in case. I'm expecting not to get bit by all those zombies in the laboratory, but
it can happen.
It can happen. It really can. Now we're going back into the main hall to use both stone and metal objects. It's almost like we're going down into the very depths of hell itself.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. You guys ready?
Please, come to the head table. You have 5 minutes. Couples tournament.
Okay, so we got Barry. Tell him to take his gun back. He's not such a bad guy.
It's actually harder because you gotta take Barry into consideration in this part and true ending.
Not really, because Barry generally shoots.
Well, he has died. I have killed him before.
Barry usually shoots her on proximity. As long as Barry has enough ammo, it's alright. Alright, that's the end of that. Mother.
So random.
It's not totally random. That's all she ever wanted to do was see her mom.
Here we go, last part of the game.
Yep, this is the laboratory. Coming up here. Oh, hey.
If this was the GameCube version, you will have to switch to disc 2 like pretty soon.
I thought that was the Book of Curse for some reason. I tried to examine the back. Like, wait, what? What are you talking about, Snake? We're on Blu-ray. This is PlayStation 3.
So we need to pick up the rest of the ammo discs here in this spot.
Yeah. Should probably save my game somewhere in case something goes wrong. I'm thinking I'm gonna save my game before the Nitro run because the Nitro run is a guaranteed run enter if I slip up even a little bit. So.
You can't just do like 3 and 3. That's what I always do.
Yeah, but I have to leave enemies alive now because I'm running really low on ammo.
Yeah.
Okay. Baited. See you later. Oktoberfest. Bye. Carcy going in. He's going in. Oh, what's he doing? He's equipping the shotgun. Going for the stutter step. The 180. Oh, no. And he gets grabbed.
Should be a base.
Oops. And that's why I picked up defense items for exactly that occasion. Because I knew if I didn't mess up any of the other dodges, it would be that one.
Are you gonna use the mouse for this? Nah.
Oops.
Go ahead.
Username John. Password Cena.
No, it's mole. If you put mole, what happens?
What?
If you put mole, like the old password.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that. I'll try. Okay, so in the old game, it's M-O-L-E. And it's wrong. Oh, no tofu.
No tofu in this version? Oh, that's boring.
That's because the I had to use a trainer in order to unlock real survival mode. It only happens if you finish the game once before. So it's registered on this save as not completed.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's why we didn't. Otherwise there would have been like a little voice cameo from a hidden character in Resident Evil 2 called Tofu, which is literally a giant walking block of bean curd. Who, like, whenever he gets hit, he just swears in Osakan dialect. It's actually pretty funny.
You know what? I've never done a speedrun of tofu in my life before.
Oh. Well, it's really hard.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
What? Okay. I have no idea why double inputs registered there and, like, went up to 8, but whatever.
I always got confused because the code to the gated community I used to live in was 4A62, which is pretty much the same numbers but a different combination, and I was always type it there and the stream will be like, what are you doing? I'm like, oops.
This way, and yeah, that zombie is still there. Because his corpse is still there, he could become a Crimson Head, but I'm pretty sure he will not. Normally it takes a lot more time, so as long as I do this as fast as I can.
Bunking, you're bunking. This is not Zelda. Question: you don't kill this guy.
No.
So
I don't kill the Chimera either. Not anymore.
You don't kill this guy either?
Nope. Not anymore.
Oh god.
Yeah, so the Nitro run is gonna get exponentially harder, but that's okay. Because I'm about to save my game instead of YOLOing this. Because
well, you don't have to worry about it right now.
Yeah.
Well, no, you actually put the nitro in it.
Yeah, we have to, yeah. Like right now the nitro canister is empty, so we can just like run with it, and we're perfectly fine. But if you run for too long with the nitro canister, then you die.
Yeah, he blows up.
Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. Now that we're here, I'm gonna grab this first aid spray. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Take this.
Ink ribbon, what are those? I haven't used that in forever.
Seriously. What's an ink ribbon? This is a safety save. I absolutely need. I absolutely need to do this. At least until I feel a lot more comfortable with not saving and doing it. But for a marathon setting, it's probably for the best that I do that. Now I absolutely have to go to the nitro canister room now because any more rooms, if I go through any more rooms, then this guy is going to become a Crimson Head, and that will make the nitro run like next to impossible. So I don't want that to happen. Okay. I'm going to try to get through this without any defense items. This is a 100% reliable way to get him to lunge. Just like wedge yourself over here. He lunges and he always misses. Found that out like a few days ago.
It doesn't look like a GameCube anymore.
Actually, you're right. It doesn't look like a GameCube anymore. They had to change those because in the Nintendo versions, those were GameCubes. The Mo disc readers looked literally like GameCubes.
It's funny because if you know the game Tales of Symphonia, you know how it was ported to the
serious
PS3?
time. Here's serious time right now. 1, 2. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh wow. That was
Nice.
like really close.
As I was saying, in the
Yeah.
game,
If I ran for like 1 frame longer, I would have exploded. Like no joke.
I didn't even know that.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I didn't even know that the new strat used the like you didn't kill them there. It just looks slower, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. But
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
yeah, this
sorry, I
part
know-
is like,
Yeah.
What's
Sorry,
up?
sorry. I know I keep cutting you off, but I'm.
Oh, sorry. Well, anyways, the GameCube game for Tales of Symphonia hit a GameCube in one of the parts of the game, and when they ported it to the PS3, that GameCube is still there. Like, I don't think a lot of people have noticed it, but I definitely did.
All right. Well, I'm probably gonna die here if I'm not careful. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk until I see him. Uh-oh. Oh no.
I guess it doesn't blow up. Wow.
I am surprised.
It's never happened to me. I have never had it.
That was
blown up before.
really lucky actually. So we got it. I guess like if you get hit, depending on how many times you. I've never seen that before. I've never actually used a stun gun on that guy. Usually I just use grenades and just blow his head off, but I've never seen him like just like flop. That was actually pretty great.
Oh, it's the last GameCube. Oh wait, no.
Second to last.
Second and last game. I mean, it's still a GameCube. They just took the GameCube logo from. That's the only thing that changed.
So these guys always move in set patterns. You can just run right by them. They're no big deal. I'm trying not to sneeze on the microphone. Someone else has to use this.
Fun fact: these enemies are in Resident Evil 5, and if you kill them, you get a heart stone, a power stone. I'm sorry.
They're not the same as in Resident Evil 5.
They look just like it.
They look similar, but Reapers are so cheap though.
I'm sure they're named differently, but
no, these are Chimeras. In Resident Evil 5, they're Reapers, and they like actually kill you in one hit.
One question: in this version, do they run faster? I mean, in this difficulty, because they're getting like really close to you. Like I never seen that.
I think they run a little bit faster than they do in the GameCube version.
I played a good amount of this game, but not as much as I played the remake, so or like the GameCube version. So there's things that I don't know about.
Yeah. All right, so here is the penultimate boss fight.
It'll be the last boss fight if it was any percent.
Let's run this way. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. That wasn't bad.
Hey, you still got it.
Yeah, you're supposed to basically just bait him over that way so that you can kill him and then just hit the switch right after he's dead in order to unlock the room. And now we're at the self-destruct sequence. And we have to go do one more thing, and that's rescue Chris. We have to go rescue Chris before the end of the game.
You need to get. Do you get the last ammo disc?
Yeah, I just didn't visit the mortuary yet.
Oh.
I wait until now to do it because I think it might be a little bit faster to do it this way. I'm not sure yet though.
I usually do it as I get it. But yeah, I don't do it because of that, because it triggers that.
It's no big deal. Chimeras are nothing. I'd rather dodge chimeras than dodge a zombie.
Well, in the GameCube version, it lags a little bit when that comes out.
Oh, true. All right, so this box of shotgun shells, we need that for the final boss.
If you're wondering why he's taking like his sweet time to move, it's like you don't take control of Jill until like what, 2 or 3 seconds.
Yep.
So he's not standing there just to stand there.
Right. Okay, we gotta push this 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, we're long out of here. Bye.
That was close.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must be deactivating and releasing all locks. Self-destruct system has been activated.
2,
All personnel must evacuate immediately.
3.
Deactivating.
Here we go, baby.
Releasing all locks. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Now the most unnecessary door opening is just like when I get out.
Self-destruct system has been
Okay,
activated.
Chris Senpai, I found
All
you.
personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating.
So now we've rescued both characters, and we can go fight the final boss.
Self-destruct system
So,
has been activated.
with the PC version of the game, you have 60 frames per second, and also 60 frames with which to register inputs. The faster you mash the run button while going up the stairs, the faster you move up the stairs.
Personnel must evacuate immediately.
In general, I don't think people can do it faster than like
Releasing all
15 or 16 presses per second. Like the fastest I ever heard of with like one thumb was like Takahashi Meijin. It was like
activated.
Hudson Soft Die.
Personnel must deactivated.
But like some people can do like 15. A lot of speedrunners, like most people average like maybe 12 or 13. 12 or 13 mashes.
Self-destruct system has been activated.
But it is a little bit faster
All
to,
personnel must evacuate immediately.
if you have like a turbo controller, then you'll just like fly up the stairs. Especially if you put in like, if you have it run at like 30 hertz or something.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
The random pickup to just put it like.
Yeah, but it's there to give you one more chance to save your game before you go to the helipad though, because this is the point of no return. Using that as the point of no return.
Hi guys, you guys ready for this?
All right, here's the final boss.
You gonna learn today.
You sound like one of those spam bots in chat. You going to learn today, malware link.
I don't know, they're probably spamming bees too.
T-Tours, Ella Giggle, malware link.
Here we go.
All right, so one shot. Please grab him. No. I wanted him to grab so that I could shoot more shotgun shells at him.
He's gonna charge at him now.
Not yet. Actually, he just like didn't charge. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Not a bad fight, actually.
that was pretty good.
Dude, I think Barry might have aggroed him.
Here we go.
Just kidding.
you're leaving the cutscene?
Huh? Yeah,
Does the cutscene affect the game time at all?
No, actually, like once the final FMV starts, that's when the game timer ends. Or rather, when the time gets shifted to the correct value.
I wonder if anyone's ever gonna work on like. I wonder if anyone's ever gonna work like on a in-game timer for this game.
Oh, they already have. Like, yeah, there's a plugin that works with Live Split.
Oh.
Actually, like we worked on Resident Evil 2 one. Well, DChap's made one for
no, for Resident Evil 2 and 3.
Yeah, but like I worked on one for Resident Evil 2 in chat with the help of DChap's and a couple of others. But DChap's actually made an auto splitter for Resident Evil 2. So
no, I'm well aware of that. But I mean, for this game,
for this one, no, it was another dude named Vitalis. But he does like a lot of in-game timers for Live Split and stuff.
that's pretty interesting.
But yeah, that's Resident Evil HD Remaster. So next up, I believe, is
Is it your turn?
So.
I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Get my phone. Yeah. Sorry about that. So. That's it, guys.
Yep.
Speedrun.